Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting to learn or read the Tafsir, the Quran Tafsir by Mariful Quran, and I want you all to learn with me. So what are we gonna do? I'm going to read it out to you guys. How you're gonna listen. So we're gonna start from the very beginning, which is the Surah Al-Fatiha. So in that Surah Al-Fatiha, I'm going to be starting with Bismillah. Now listen and hear me out. Okay, so and firstly, before I start, please, I am open to correction. If you think you want to correct me in any way, please do so in the comment section. I would really love that. Thank you so much, guys. So now let's start.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I'm gonna be starting with Bismillah. Bismillah is a verse of the Holy Quran. There is a consensus of all the Muslims on the fact that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is a verse of the Holy Quran, being a part of the Surah Al-Nam, which is the ant. And there is also an agreement on that this verse is written at the end of every surah except the Surah Al-Tawbah. But there is a difference of opinion among the mujtahids, that is, the authentic scholars who are entitled to express an opinion in such matters, as to whether this verse is an integral part of the Surah Al-Fatiha or of all the surahs or not. According to the great Imam Abu Hanifa, it is not an integral part of any surah except Al-Nam. Rather, it is an independent verse of the Holy Quran, which has been revealed for being placed at the beginning of every surah to separate and distinguish one surah from another. Wow. Yeah, let's continue. Now I'm going to switch to the merits of Bismillah. It was a custom in the age of ignorance, that is, Jahiliyyah, before the advent of Islam, that people began everything they did with the names of their idols or gods. It was to eradicate this practice that the first verse of the Holy Quran, which the Archangel Jibreel brought down to the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, commanded him to begin the Quran with the name of Allah. Read with the name of your Lord. The famous commentator Al-Suyuti says that beside the Holy Quran, all the other divine books too begin with Bismillah. Certain other scholars are of the opinion that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is peculiar to the Quran and to the followers of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The two views can be brought into agreement with each other if we say that all the divine books share the common traits of beginning with the name of Allah. But the words Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim are peculiar to the Holy Quran, as is evident from certain tradition, a hadith, which reports that in order to begin with the name of Allah, anything he undertook, the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say words Bismika Allahumma. But when the verse Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim was revealed, he adopted these words. Since then, this practice was established through the verbal command of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or through his acts or tactic approval. Now, the Holy Quran again and again instructs us to begin what we do with the name of Allah. The Prophet has said that no important work receives the blessings of Allah unless it is begun with his name. According to yet another hadith, closing the door of one's house, putting out a lamp, covering a vessel should all be done with the recitation of Bismillah. The Holy Quran and the Ahadith repeatedly instruct us to recite this verse while taking food, drinking water, performing the wudu, getting on a carriage, or getting down from it. By instructing man to begin everything with the name of Allah, Islam has given to the whole of his life an orientation towards Allah so that he may, with each step he takes, renew his allegiance to the covenant with Allah for that nothing he does, not even his very being, can come into existence without the will and the help of Allah. Therefore, all the economic and worldly activities of man, each movement and gesture, becomes transformed into an act of worship. How brief is the action which consumes neither time nor energy, and yet how immense is the gain. It is a regular alchemy, transmuting the profane, like the dunya, into the sacred. A disbeliever eats and drinks just as a Muslim does, but in saying Bismillah as he begins to eat, the Muslim affirms that it was not in his power to obtain this little morsel of food, which he passed through innumerable stages, from the sowing of the seed to the reaping of the green corn, and which has during this process required the labor of the wind, the rain, the sun, of the heavens and of the earth, and of 1,000 men, and that it is Allah alone who has granted him this morsel of food, or this draught of water, by making it go through all these stages. A disbeliever goes to sleep, wake up, and goes about as much as a Muslim. But while going to sleep or waking up, the Muslim mentions the name of Allah, renewing his relationship with Him. Therefore, his economic and worldly needs and activities acquire the nature of the remembrance of Allah and are counted as an act of worship. Similarly, in saying Bismillah while getting onto a carriage, the Muslim testifies to the fact that it is beyond the power of man to produce this carriage and to produce it for him, and that it is only the infallible and divinely created order of the things that has brought together from all the corners of the world the wood, the steel, and other metals which have gone into the making of the carriage, as well as the mechanics who have given a particular shape to this component, and the driver, and finally put all this into the service of man, who can make use of the labor of this army of the creatures of man. Who can God by spending a few coins, and even these coins have been created by him. It is Allah Himself who has provided the complex ways and means of earning them. Veritably, Bismillah is the legendary philosopher's stone which transmutes not copper but mere dust into the purest of gold. So then, praise be to Allah for the religion of Islam and its teachings. Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and watch out for more. This is just the beginning.